Hiya, gang! Look at this, it's me, Satchela. Welcome to the show. The tinsel, the glitter, the lights. Oh, Louie, Slip, come on over, fellas. Get some Maltons, get some pickles. Come over to my house. Comedy tonight. Oh, see you later.
It's Comedy Tonight with our guests, the amazing Jonathan, Bobby Slayton, Mike Ivey, Richie Minervini, and Bill McCarty. Some of America's brightest comics and who knows what else. Now here's your host, BillBoggs.
All right, thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, Hunt Hall. Our first comedian tonight is the kind of guy who is always willing to give a dime to a man on the street if he's willing to write out a notarized receipt. This is the madman of comedy and magic, the amazing Jonathan. What do you think of this? $10 in New York because of a moth hole. A little moth hole. What a deal, huh? I'm going to start with a little impression. This is called punk magic. What you're about to see is disgusting. A little glimpse into the future with punk magic. I'm sorry you had to see that. It's just the way I feel. You know, I was having fun in Central Park. This is great. You take $1, you find some bums. Here you go. It's fun. You got any money? Sure, I work to support you, scum. Here. And then the fun part is they dive for it sometimes, and you can hear their heads crack against the cement. I like that. Hey, look, this pisses off alcoholics. You know, this is a neat little juggling effect I made up for people who don't know how to juggle. From 2 blocks away, you look pretty damn good to anybody. Watch this. This is neat. And of course, this is my favorite one. I do this in the privacy of my own home. Oh, all right. An ordinary black box. No strings or wires, no glue, no tape. An ordinary black box. Remember these? Weren't these cool when you were a little kid? They were like the white man's ghetto blaster. You were cool when you had one of these, but they've ruined the toy. What did they have when we were children? Animals. Now they have occupations. They're pressuring kids into making a career decision. Listen to the policeman and tell me if you'd let your kid play with this.
Policeman says, "Freeze, bunker, I'll blow off your nuts."
Oh, come on. That's a little too much for kids. Listen to the gynecologist, Bill. No, I won't do it. You need your show, you maniac. Well, I'd like to close with a commercial. I have to do one because it's the law. Hello, my name is Norman Bates. The makers of Psycho dog food have asked me to tell you about Psycho 2 for dogs you don't want anymore. I don't care why. Maybe they scoot their butts on your rug. Maybe they hump your guest's legs. But if you want to get rid of your dog, buy Psycho 2. Put your dog in the shower with this bag. Here's a man who enjoys sitting around listening to Red Fox records with Senator Albert Gore and his wife Tipper. Mike Ivey.
Thank you, thank you. I am Mike Ivey, and I'm a country music fan. I love country music. I started listening to it in college. I play it in my room so people would leave me alone. And it worked, you know, but then I started liking these weird songs like The Day the Squirrel Went Berserk and The First Self-Righteous Church. My favorite country song is by Merle Haggard. It says, someday when things are good, I'm gonna leave you. Isn't that great? Like at last you can be honest with a girl. Hey, look, sweetheart, if my stuff was together, I wouldn't even be here, okay? So lay back, try to enjoy this, because soon as stuff gets a little better, I'm gone. Then we got Willie Nelson, without a doubt a great performer, right? If I ever meet Willie, I gotta ask him one question. Willie, you think you gotta sing with everybody in the damn world? Julio, who the heck is this guy, right? Julio Iglesias. Man becomes an international star before most of us know he's in the world. Then him and Willie come out singing To All the Girls I've Loved Before. Could they come up with a more ballsy title for this song? Let's face it, they may as well be singing I dedicate this schlong to all the girls I loved before. Really, there's a line in the song that says, to all the girls who shared my life and now are someone else's wife, I'm glad you came along. So I could get what you had before you married that schmuck? Should we all feel more comfortable to know Willie got it before we did? I guess so. Then the rock music world is wild. You got people like Prince. Now, Prince is great. He makes great music. But the more he talks, the less I can respect him as a human being. Like that old saying. Yeah, that old saying was written about him, right? Like, hey, if you're quiet, people can think you're a jerk. Why open your mouth and remove all doubt? Which is basically what he says. Right, you watch the videos. I noticed something about the videos. Most of them have nothing to do with the songs. You're listening to a love song, all of a sudden you're watching a man's head float up out of a bowl of peas. Then I'm thinking, well, maybe it does have social relevance. Who's to say, really? One video I always like, Beat It. Beat It by Michael Jackson. Great video, right? Two gangs meeting in an alley. They got sticks, knives, chains, guns. They handcuff a couple of guys together. They're getting ready for a heck of a gang war, right? Then Michael floats onto the scene. Hey, fellas, let's dance. Hey, why not, Mike? We all know the steps. We've been practicing. Then they start dancing around the alley, and I'm thinking, could this happen in real life? Because if this could happen, why don't we send Michael to Lebanon immediately? Think about it. He could straighten up that little misunderstanding in about 10 seconds. I'm sure they know the steps, too. Afghanistan, no problem. After that, we'll send him to my old neighborhood in Brooklyn. Probably never see him again. Don't get me wrong, they love Michael in Brooklyn. It's just that they would love his little butt to death if they get a chance. Thanks, Bill.
All right, Mike. Here's a comedian who says his motto is, if you can't laugh at yourself, then make fun of other people, right? Bobby Slayton.
Thank you, Mr. Boggs. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello. What a beautiful crowd. I like making fun of other people. I think somebody has to do it. Reagan, who I think is an okay guy, don't get me wrong, but the guy has got a haircut like Gumby. Now, you know what's great, though? You know, it's funny, too, because before in the warm-up you heard about making fun of America. Now, I think America's a great country. I think one of the problems, though, if you look at America, is our space program. You know, I think every minority now is getting a shot in outer space, which I think is nice. First black woman went into space. We're sending a Mexican into space. We're sending a teacher into space. By the time this is on, some of these people might have gone up there. Now, I'm not saying Mexicans shouldn't be in space. I think that's terrific. As a matter of fact, I could see a Mexican astronaut. What's he going to have on the dashboard? A little Darth Vader with the head bopping up and down. No. You know, one of the problems is, though, we're sending women in space with guys. Now, not that women shouldn't go in space, but I think you're going to have problems when you send a woman in space with a bunch of guys. First of all, there's zero gravity in space. And with a woman up there, don't you think she'll be complaining about things like, the toilet seat's always up? Lady, we got no gravity. There's nothing we can do about it right now. See, I don't want to do that joke on the show because I bet you thought that's pretty sexist. Now, see, I like women. See, you know what I don't understand, though? The kind of women that work in Woolworths that shave their eyebrows off and then draw them back in. Now, I'm sure a lot of you women at home do this. I don't understand the whole concept, especially if you're going to draw the eyebrows back in, at least draw them back in where they're supposed to go. You ever see these women with eyebrows up their head like a Klingon in drag? Yeah, that looks great, lady. With the 12 inches of metallic green and blue eyeshadow. Now, you want to look like a tropical fish. That's fine with me. But women. You got a lot of things going for you. You know what you got going for you that we don't? Women get to have multiple orgasms. Now, if we had 2 of those in a row, we would die. And I think it's great. How many? 3, 4, 5 orgasms in a row? Now, you ladies at home, your actual mileage may vary, but just a joke, girls. It's a joke. It's comedy. You know, if I was a woman, you know what would upset me? Some of the products on the market. When you ladies go to a drugstore, I'll say this as diplomatically as we can. When you go to a drugstore and you look at some of the products on the market, things like Summer's Eve, and products where they always have to have a picture of a woman on the box running through mist. How do you get a woman who's always by the ocean with the wind and the birds and the mist? There was a mist. Even female deodorants have to have those silly names. Tickles, made for girls, tickle. Secret, shh, secret, tickle. See, men's products tell you where it's at. Give me some Cruex, some Jockey, some Lights Away. Cruex, I'm a man. Tickle baby stuff for me. You know what I don't like buying? Speaking of products, what a beautiful segue there, Slayton. You know what I don't like to buy? Is shampoo, because why do they have to, on the bottle of shampoo, tell what kind of hair you have? Let's see, for the dry, brittle, dirty, rat-infested hair. Yeah, that's mine, thank you. We got a price check. Rat-infested, dirty, crumbly hair. Okay, shut up. Yeah, okay, whatever it costs. Oh, it's great to be back home here in New York City. I'm living in California. You want to hear something great? They're going to pass this law in New York. They're going to pass it all around the country. This is true. Boat people. Now, I know this doesn't really apply to anybody watching or any of our lovely studio audience, but boat people are all over California, and they like to eat cats and dogs. I'm sure you've heard these stories before. Now, listen to me. Don't groan. Listen to me. Now, they've made it illegal in California to eat cats and dogs. There's actually a fine, and they're going to make this law in New York. Illegal to eat cats and dogs. Now, let me ask you people something. How can you make it illegal to eat cats and dogs when the Humane Society puts to death 50 million cats and dogs every year? Now, why don't you just take the boat people, give them jobs at the Humane Society? Why? It doesn't paint a pretty picture, but it makes sense. They're gonna die anyway, the dogs. So what? Don't, yeah, you're shaking your head in the audience. Look, you pay the boat people minimum wage, or you can eat like the Sizzler.
Coming up, a man who believes that things you say can actually affect the way others feel.
All right, we saw this next comedian at the East Side Comedy Club in Huntington, Long Island. He has opened for Tina Turner. He's appeared in the movie Stiffs. And this is the semi-unpronounceable Richie Minervini.
Perfect, Bill. Thank you very much. Thank you. Good. Thank you. I only have so much time, not more. This is a great, good things come in bunches. Not only are we doing comedy tonight, signed a contract here with cable TV. Thank you very much. And it's a great deal. It's $18.95 a month. I get the movies, all the Showtime events, yeah. Had some bad luck today. I got stopped by a cop. You ever get stopped by a cop? They don't pay attention. What's their first question? Oh, you know why I stopped you? Are you supposed to help the guy? Wanted me this bag of powder in my pocket. What did officer? How the hell did you see that I was doing 90? You are good. Should make fun of cop. Let's face it, you're in trouble. You need a cop. You dial 911. The phone rings immediately at Dunkin' Donuts. After a couple of calls, they'll be... My father was a cop. Italian and a policeman. Very strict. Although he never hit us. He would just shoot around us. Hit me once, I flinched. You know Italian fathers? You know what I'm talking about? Strict. They say, come over, you get a beating. Right there, pop. My father used to make me help him beat myself up. Go upstairs and get my belt. Good idea. I didn't have dumb questions. What's taking you so long? I felt like Quasimodo. Just sharpening the buckle, master. Like, you know you're gonna get hit from your father. They have those questions. There's no correct answers. Who do you think you're talking to? Here we go again. You're my father. I know I'm your father. Bada bing. Next time you don't want to get hit. Who do you think you're talking to? You don't look familiar. What kind of a moron are you? I don't know. What are the categories? Imbecile? You think I like hitting you? You do it every day, Dad. It's more than just a hobby here. Thank God for mothers, because mothers don't want to hurt, so they hit the little shots. One little shot with every word. Don't you ever talk to me like that. And why do your parents hate you? Because they hate you? No, they tell you why. They hate you because they love you. You ever get attacked by the mother and father gang? This is too much love for one person to live through. They talk to each other while you get a beating. Don't you talk to your father like that. You heard your mother. more dumb questions. I hope you appreciate this. What do you think, I'm spoiled rotten? This is for your benefit. Well, let's have a benefit for my brother. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. You did great. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Richard.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, here's a guy who thinks that public TV would be a lot better with a few commercial snack breaks. What do you think? Bill McCarty.
Thank you, Bill. Good evening. Good to be here. New TV season coming up right now. I was a bit disappointed they canceled one of my favorite shows, V, The Visitors. You watch V? Here's a show, science fiction series. The premise of V was a bunch of lizards from another planet come down to Earth, take over California, and nobody can tell the difference, right? All right, I've been to California, I'll buy that, you know, but the thing that made V different is it's a show that dealt with controversial issues in a very adult, very mature manner. Give an example. One show, a young girl has sexual relations with a lizard from another planet. Perhaps some of you have had this problem. Well, it's the same old story. She's young, she's in love, the lizard has a very big tail, and she takes no precautions, discovers to her shock that she is with lizard. Well, she's got all the symptoms. I mean, her period is late, she's retaining water, she's catching flies with her tongue, and first thing in the morning, she's sunning herself on a hot rock, so she knows. Well, of course, here's the moral dilemma. You see, and she's about to have an abortion. But she talks to someone from a Right to Lizard group, and she has a lizard. And she names it, of course, Elizabeth, right? Which, I'm sorry, it's not my fault. That's what they did on the series. They did that. They wrote that. So while you're sitting here moaning, you know, there's writers on some backlot at Paramount Studios snorting massive amounts of cocaine, going, you know, now let's write some clues for Wheel of Fortune, you know. Which is a show I think they should just call, here's some incredibly tacky furniture and a blonde you'll never get to touch. Thank you. Yeah, so you won't be seeing V, you won't be seeing commercials for E.F. Hutton anymore, are you? That's because when E.F. Hutton talks, people go to prison. Yeah, at least we found out what the E.F. stands for, extortion and fraud, yeah. At E.F. Hutton, we make money the old-fashioned way. We steal it. Sylvester Stallone had a big film this past summer. You know what I like about Sylvester Stallone? You can see real growth and progress in this man's career. You can. You can. He started off in Rocky just beating guys up. Then, First Blood, they gave him a knife. He took on the National Guard. Now, this one, Rambo, bow and arrow. He defeats the Russian and Vietnamese armies, settles the score for Vietnam. Now, what are we supposed to think? At the Pentagon, there's 4-star generals going, bows and arrows! Get General Cochise in here this instant. Yeah. So, anyway, I should tell you, I got something from a girlfriend recently. I went to one of these sex boutiques downtown, you know. I bought her this stuff, motion lotion. All right, know how it sounds? It's not a laxative, okay? What it is, it's a massage oil with a difference. It's a massage oil when you rub it in and you blow on it, it gets hot. That's right, very sensual, very come here, baby, it's Saturday night. I figured my girlfriend would love this. Lucky me, I got a defective tube. I go home, I get my girlfriend, I get the motion lotion, I rub it in, I blow on it, she burst into flames. Like dating a Stephen King novel, I'll tell you. Mom, meet Firestarter over here.
Okay, thanks to our guests, the amazing Jonathan, Bobby Slayton, Mike Ivey, Richie Minervini, Bill McCarty, and of course our announcer, Mark McEwen. Amazing.
What?
What's the toughest show you ever had to do? I mean, you really handle everything. What's the toughest one?
Had to be Valdez, Alaska, Bill. Two people in the audience. One of them, husband and wife, eating dinner. One had to be my volunteer. One person in the audience. The other one saying, "Come sit down, your steak's getting cold." Tough.
You did it,
Tough.
though,
I
right?
did. Pull it off. I killed. I'm going back.
the owner of the
I'm going
club.
back next week.
How about you guys? What did you guys do before you got involved in doing comedy stand-up?
Well, I was in government work. I almost got fired on my first day. They caught me working.
You're not supposed to do that when you're in government work. How about you, Boggs? What did you do before you were doing stand-up?
I sold pot. No. I didn't do that. No, you know what I did? I'll do the jokes. You're the announcer. There's staff here. No, you know what I did? Actually, I worked in a bank. A lot of you don't know this. You know the policy of banks.